That's the difficult part right now. Like getting through the levels is fine. It's the meaning these specific things. Like you're supposed to get through a level without getting hit once.
Yeah, that's the first level.
Well, it's a lot of the levels.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm just like, okay.
All right, everybody, we'll be back in just a second.
Hello, citizens. I'm Burt Ward, Robin from the TV series Batman, and you're listening and watching the Three Geeks podcast, and it is fantastic. Wowie zowie.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fabulous edition of the Three Geeks podcast. And it's been a fun week, I think, outside of the real world, but like within our own individual lives, it's been great. But yeah, I want to welcome you guys. Welcome. It's Sunday. We started a little early today because as soon as this is over, we're going to record Frady Geeks, and I am looking forward to getting back onto that. I hope we can do this in-person thing more often.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, when Mike is actually in town, because that'd be fun. Mike, you coming up for the anniversary? High school?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be there. So yeah, maybe the Sunday before then, whatever, because I leave the Sunday after the anniversary. So.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh.
You back,
That's
Justin?
fun. Hey, Justin's here in spirit.
I
He's always
finagled with the dongle and it.
finagled with the dongle. That's what you want to call it. Today we got Ben. Ben, tell us about your channel and say hi.
Yeah, we recently started a new channel on YouTube about a year ago called The Weirdly Amused. We play a lot of Magic the Gathering, specifically the Commander format. And on August the 11th, we will be starting a D&D campaign. So if you guys are interested in watching D&D, come say hi.
He's also my roommate, so he lives here with me.
Yeah.
And Dan will be knocking down the door when that starts to be a part of it. I'm
Probably.
Sure. But no, Ben does it with Dakota, who used to do monthly pool with Max and Justin. Yeah. So it's kind of like a family, extended family. So definitely go check them out. I've shared the links before, but I'll make sure I share them today. But Mike, what's going on your side of the world?
Nothing much. I just got back from Canada last weekend, so it was fun. I was only there for like 48 hours, but it was relaxing at least, and I was able to put together a little short film thing from one of my days on one of the islands. So that was enjoyable, and just getting ready to come back in July because I have a project I'm going to be filming throughout that whole week, and hopefully I can wrangle some of you into it. Details to follow.
Oh no,
we love being wrangled into Mike projects.
Good time, eh?
It's absolutely fantastic.
We don't like Mike's projects. No.
Oh, come on. I freaking rave about Mike's projects.
Yeah.
Was that?
The D&D stuff was a lot of fun. Also, hanging out with my parents was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
It was fun fighting Santa Claus, taking down Christmas.
Taking down Christmas.
Wait.
It wasn't what we did.
No, we didn't. But it was a Christmas theme, wasn't it?
No. No, I did a Christmas theme for the group. I didn't.
Yeah, sorry, I get it.
That wasn't for Mike.
Had one too many campaigns.
Apparently, had a lot of campaigns, but we're here, and we don't have Max with us yet, so let's get into Kenobi. It's a good time as any to discuss it.
Spoiler alert: he did not like it.
Yeah, I'll start, and then Dan could go, and then we'll go to the other side of the table. I really liked Kenobi. Like, I thought it was good. I didn't have any like extraordinary issues with it, except for there's one moment in the end that I wasn't a huge fan of, but it's Star Wars and it's happened in episode 3 and it happened in this, is where somebody changes sides like at a snap of a finger, it seems like, because you believe that this character is one way and then just out of nowhere they're good and you don't know why or like how that change happened. There was like no real progression in that story, but I thought Leia was great. She felt like 10-year-old Carrie Fisher, and I really dug that. I liked Obi-Wan and Anakin's interactions, especially later on. Spoiler alert, everybody, but there's a moment where he like cuts the mask in half, and it's like half Anakin, half Vader, and like it's blue when he's talking to Anakin, and then suddenly there's like a shift where it's all red, and you can see. And Hayden Christensen did a good job with his eyes in this moment, but you could see in the eyes that he just switched. Anakin's no longer there. Like, it is Vader. And I thought that was done really well. And like, I like the show. It does have some flaws, some story issues, but for the most part, it was fun, enjoyable, and I dug it. Dan, tell us why we're wrong.
Well, you're wrong because the actors are fine. I have no problem with anybody. I mean, Leia's fine. The Inquisitors are all fine. Hayden Christensen is fine. But my problem is the writing. It's just everybody does things that they shouldn't do, and it gets to a point where I think it's just dumb.
What do you mean by
like, okay, when they're escaping the one place and Obi-Wan is off, trying to distract the Inquisitors and stuff, Leia just turns around and starts running the wrong way because that's what you do. And she gets captured, of course, so then there's got to be like some kind of big jailbreak sequence. It's just it doesn't like, and the whole turning point at the end where the girls, or not girl, but the one Inquisitor,
what's
her name?
Reva.
Okay, whatever.
Third sister.
Third sister. There we go. She goes to kill Luke, and she just brings him. She chases him through the desert above a bunch of rocks and stuff, and then the next scene she's just carrying him back and putting him down. And she's like, I can't do it. But you just killed like tons of people, threatened families, chopped some dude's arm off. I mean, it's perfectly fine until the story needs it to not be there. And that's the whole my whole problem with it. Like it's a thing that didn't need to be, and I think it cheapens the original trilogy because it is.
Well, a lot of things. Well, one of the things I will say is when they made episode 3, they created plot inconsistencies, and Disney for some reason just has it so fixated on fixing the prequels and making that era so make more sense instead of looking forward.
But it doesn't.
But
it just makes everybody in this universe an idiot. like you got You got the cool face off with Vader and Obi-Wan, which I'll admit, like the end part was cool, and then he cuts his mask open, and they have a heart-to-heart conversation, and at the end Vader's like, "But I will destroy you." That's when you turn around, and you chop his head off because he's wheezing, he's on one knee. It's like, okay, I'm gonna save the universe again, and don't give me the whole if you kill him, you'll just be as bad as him. Because you won't. But anyway, and that just it's like let's have what at least 7 more years of tyranny with the evil Darth Lord with the breathing thing because you couldn't do your job as the Last Jedi.
How old was Luke in New Hope? Was he like 16, 17?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in late teens.
There you go. See. And it's all Obi-Wan's fault now. and
twice in a row too. Like he consistently can't kill this guy.
Yeah.
Push him into the lava.
Yeah. But there are cool parts. Like I do like that Aunt Beru is kind of a badass for some reason. He's just like
somebody's got to be because Kenobi isn't. So.
Yeah. I totally get that, but they're like,
Kenobi was, especially in the back.
My turn to talk. You said no yelling, and the first thing you do is start yelling.
No, Max yelled first.
No, Max responded. That's just
hello, everybody.
voice. He's like Samuel L. Jackson.
Motherfuckers!
But no, I like the part where Owen's like, oh man, we got to run away, and he's like, nope, here's some guns, we're gonna kill him. That part's fun. I like that.
Better hang on to those guns when random stormtroopers stop by on a patrol.
Yeah. Well, they got surprised. They're older and slower.
Yeah, the stormtroopers got the drop on them.
Yeah, of course.
They were older too, so
They didn't show you how many stormtroopers it took to take down Aunt Beru, though.
Yeah.
There's probably hundreds and hundreds of stormtroopers, and they just got the mess cleaned up by the time Luke and Obi-Wan got back there.
She just lets out a huge Gerard Butler 300 yell at the very end.
Yeah. My queen.
This is Tatooine.
Can we talk about, or did you guys already cover? I'm sorry, I'm late. How Sith Inquisitors are like nigh indestructible, like lightsaber blades through the chest consistently don't kill them.
To be fair, though, cutting people in half in Star Wars doesn't
Yeah.
kill you either.
I mean, it's perfectly fine.
It fits with the Lucas
Oh,
canon.
God.
You get kill spider legs.
It's not like
yeah.
they bleed out. The lightsabers instantly like cauterize wounds. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, but also anything that was in there is instantly disintegrated. It's just
Yeah.
like goodbye duodenum, goodbye pancreas.
People can heal each other in this universe now. The Force.
But I mean, you can also cut off a mask like perfectly too. So
It's that precision that makes him that's what gave him the seat on the Jedi Council.
Yeah, like 24 hours earlier, like he couldn't stand up to like 2 hits from Vader, but now
Yeah, it's just the tip.
that's the tip.
24 hours earlier, he couldn't catch a 10-year-old literally running by him. Like,
Yeah, very true. And I hate the last thing I'm gonna say is I hate the dramatic, speeches that go on way too long when shit's going down. like okay, you got a Star Destroyer shooting this tiny little ship, but it's okay to have like a 15-minute chat about how nanny Obi-Wan has to go and save everybody, but it's okay, and I'm gonna take your little toy with me.
And your little dog too.
I haven't even seen the 6th episode. I thought the 5th episode was the last one.
Oh no.
And then someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's a super awesome lightsaber fight with Obi-Wan and Darth Vader," and I was like, "What?" But yeah, it's like I don't even care. I don't even care if it was good. Like, the show is so mediocre to me that like I can't even be bothered to watch the sweetest part of it. Like, arguably the sweetest part of it. Like, I'm so very disappointed, and I shouldn't expect much. I already hate prequels. I already know that they're always done poorly. Like, I shouldn't have been expecting anything, but like I feel like this was still just like really, really. There's so many things wrong with it. Like, even the things they did well it can't outshine that. Like, I mean, I really dug the scene with Obi-Wan in the corridor when he was holding the water back and like deflecting blaster bolts. Like, that was sick. But then also in that same episode, they do the Muppet thing where they hide 2 people in a trench coat and they try to walk through security. And I'm just like, how is this the same show?
Yeah, it's true.
The Muppet thing.
That made me kind of laugh because I'm just like, man, the Empire is like standards for, first of all, it's like for appearances and so forth. Man, that's a disheveled looking officer, and man, he needs to go on a diet or something.
I got kicked out of the Marine Corps for being fat. True story. Okay, like that shit would not fly. I don't understand.
I don't think the Empire has high standards, Max. They don't obviously care with their stormtroopers, know how to shoot things. That's been since the 70s.
Yeah, they don't care to armor them in anything that's like worth
No.
like, because you can punch a stormtrooper like helmet on in the face and he's gonna get knocked out from it. So like,
Well, it's
Why do we even have these?
Yeah, that's a Lucas issue more so than a Kenobi issue.
It's the same rule as Halo, except for some reason the back of their neck is in the front.
yeah. I was underwhelmed, very, very underwhelmed with Kenobi, and I'm glad I missed most of the the talk about it.
It's funny when I went to Max's house and I was purposely baiting him because I know how he gets. So I walk in and I'm like, all right, it had a kid and it was a prequel. Tell me why you hate it. And then he just went off.
Yeah, I had to have like 4 beers after that just to like calm myself down.
You gotta even yourself out.
He was all riled up. I was laughing in my corner because it got exactly what I wanted.
Well, you ready for a totally down the middle, it's fine response from me?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mike.
I agree with a lot. There are some interesting visual things and ideas at play. I did like the idea that Obi-Wan has PTSD in the first half of this series to the point where Vader is basically Jason Voorhees chasing him through the dark. That's actually kind of cool. Like, he is totally not prepared to deal with this again. I like that trophy room in that base where it just has a bunch of dead people in it. I think they're dead. And I was just like, what's the deal with that? Like, this is kind of sick. The Empire keeps like trophies of dead bodies in their bases. That's really weird. But overall, I kind of agree that I'm not offended that this exists and, fixes or disrupts canon, because I don't give a shit about Star Wars canon anymore, because I really don't care much about Star Wars. It was a cheesy, dumb show, and I like the cheesy, dumb things that happened, like Flea showing up for 1 second.
Yeah.
I did dig Flea. I liked his character.
Or whatever the hell that mole creature was that was voiced by Zach Braff, who's basically like an Empire Red Hat dude or whatever. But yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. It was entertaining at points, but I don't really think it was a necessary addition. Like I said, my thing about Star Wars is I just want it to go away from these characters and this particular storyline for a long while. Like, just tell slice of life stuff in this galaxy. It's so, this universe feels so small. Like, when it was revealed, like, oh, he's gonna go rescue Leia, I'm like, you can't send him on any other mission. It has to be Leia. I mean, I guess it would be something that would have to bring him out of hiding, but there's like other things you could do aside from just bringing it back to like the Skywalker kids, because it just feels so confining to limit it just
like
to
4 last
this
names in the whole
family.
universe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I thought it was going to be how he got the reputation as that crazy old wizard who lives out in the desert. I would have much rather seen that, and it's,
We already had that. It was just called Boba Fett. Like Grandpa wandering around with his pajamas at high noon with a stick.
But I agree with Mike. Like, I'm really just done with these people and this period of time. Like, 40 years is enough. We've been over everything, like every possible facet of these people's lives. Like, let's do something else, and let's do something. Like, that's why I liked Rogue One so much. It's like there's 0 Force users in Rogue One. Like,
Darth Vader.
that was, and I feel like it's a really underrated movie. And
There's a few Force users. There's a few Force users in.
Well, I mean, like for Darth Vader shows up at the end, but like for the most part, it's just people.
No, I love Rogue One too,
and one badass robot.
Oh god, that's my favorite robot of all of Star Wars.
The thing about the Disney Plus stuff so far is that, like, they have the one show, The Mandalorian, which has worked because in terms of this, where it's introducing a new character, kind of a new set of mythos. I kind of didn't like in the second season when they started to have to go back to Skywalker stuff. I'm like, we couldn't just leave it at Mandalorian doing his stuff. And then they introduced like some interesting side characters or side concepts in the other shows, but then immediately do away with them. Like in Boba Fett, you have the Tusken Raiders, and you have that one like really touted up like Tusken warrior who I think was a female Tusken Raider who was like training him. Mm-hmm. Like, that's actually interesting. I'm like, can I follow this character, please? They look badass and they seem to act really badass, and I'd be fascinated just to know what goes on in Tusken Raider culture since we're doing this stuff. But now let's
wearing pajamas in fucking 300-degree weather. But
so Mike, you say this about Tusken Raider culture, but do you remember the Wookiees in the holiday special?
I mean, there's a way to do it. Like,
there's a slice of life.
Have you seen the show Primal?
Yes.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
Big ups to Gendy Tartakovsky. Just saying.
You don't need dialogue. You don't need.
They fired Gendy once. I mean,
yeah.
It's like,
fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Let's go to the quiet part of the table. Ben, you liked it. What are some of the things you liked about it?
I'm mainly just the big lightsaber battle at the end. It was really fun. The stealth mission at the first couple episodes when he's trying to rescue Leia, I thought was pretty interesting. But I do agree with a lot of the points where the Inquisitor didn't really have a part in it. Really, like there was really no reason for them to be there. The third sister.
I got to say though, if you go through most of Star Wars with the same nitpicking eyes, you're going to find a lot of these problems through all of it.
Oh yeah, and I think it was Tim or somebody who had pointed out to me that I hate more Star Wars than I actually like. But like the concepts are so good that like you're just wanting them to do something good with it, and it's. I just want someone to do something sweet with Star Wars. Like that's all I want.
Justin, now that we've ruined the final episode for you, what did you think of the first 5?
I mean, the thing I liked the most was just I enjoyed the set piece. Like, had a cyberpunk feel to it. Like, I liked the look of the cities and they ran through it. I enjoyed
parkour.
Yeah, but what I didn't like though were you had 2 ships fly into a military base with 0 warning. Like, I'm not even a military genius. Like, I just feel like there should be some type of
radar is not a thing. Radar is not a thing.
How?
It just makes the fire alarm go off.
The Empire is dumb. That's what you gotta know.
But no, it's like sorry, just to your point, that droid that's looking. They didn't put a person there. They put a droid there, and it just like looks in the room that Obi-Wan's in, and it can't access the camera or like do an infrared scan to see if there's a person in there. Like it's just got eyes like you or me. It's like, is there anything in there? No, it's good. And it moves on. Like, come on.
It's been done before. Episode 4, when C3PO and R2D2 like leave the ship. They're like, oh, there's nobody in there. Just let it go.
There's no life signs, but that makes sense. Like, okay, they scanned it for life. It's just technology in there.
But it's literally the most important thing that they need is in that shuttle.
Absolutely. Like, if they just shoot that pod down, like all of Star Wars is over.
That's the point too, is that sometimes we gotta let go of the little details of things, otherwise it'll be like story's over. But in some cases too, you kind of wonder like there could have been another way around it in order to tell the story.
Like, but my whole thing is like people made that mistake. People didn't shoot the thing down. It wasn't a robot that's like, that thing's moving, I'm going to kill it. Like that opens it up. It's like, okay, a person can make that mistake, but like, why would a robot make that mistake?
Yeah,
it's programmed by people.
All it took was like one sentence to say, "Hey, this alarm has been weird."
That's a fair argument.
They're just using the robot from the black hole. The two redneck ones with the weird googly eyes.
Also, they should be able to tell if the ship's coded to the Empire.
Yeah.
Should be able to tell if the ship's what? I'm sorry, Ben, I can hardly hear you.
If the ship's coded to the Empire or not?
Yes.
It's an old code, sir. But it checks.
See?
I don't want to.
Checks out.
I don't want to keep beating the dead horse.
This is why they started using codes. You see, it's stupid Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, maybe that's why they're like, we gotta start using codes, guys. I don't know why we weren't before.
Why do we not expect anybody to come into our hangar unannounced? Who knows?
Can I say there was like I said earlier, like I like the show for what it was, and what it was for me a lot was a lot of cheese, which I can appreciate in some Star Wars. The fact that like we have flashbacks to Obi-Wan and Hayden training, and Hayden's clearly older, but he's still got that stupid Padawan rat tail thing going. Like, that cracked me up. I'm like, they couldn't just make him look like he did in episode 3. Like, that look actually worked, where he had longer hair and stuff.
And
the scar, like, it couldn't just be a training session during that time. But it's like, you set him all the way back to being this 50-year-old Padawan.
It's never too old to learn.
The oldest Padawan.
I gotta say, that was also one of those moments where I was a little jarred by the old. But let's go through. Let's give our rating, and then let's move on to some silly stuff. So I give the show a 4 out of 5.
We're on silly stuff already.
Yeah. I mean,
No, we're gonna other silly stuff.
Consistent silly
This is like internet. This will start an internet civil war, I'm sure. But
so more than googly-eyed robot.
but I give it a 4 out of 5. I thought the acting was strong, and there's a lot of good points in the show that I really enjoyed.
They literally did the Muppet thing in this.
That has nothing to do with the acting, Max.
I was actually thinking of Eddie Valiant in Roger Rabbit.
Nice.
Where he's hiding Roger in his trench coat.
I had a lot of fun with it. Tony and I watched it together, and I think we really enjoyed it. For the most part, it definitely gets better with every episode. And episodes 4, 5, and 6 were definitely the
Look at
strongest.
Max's face. He's so ready to still argue.
He didn't like music at all. So
All right, I managed to keep quiet through the rest of Jason's rating. Dan, what are you at?
I'm gonna go with a 2.
you thought the acting was fine too, though, right?
Yeah, but that's what got them to two.
But the whole problem is again the writing. Like every problem that we've brought up here, that's a writing problem. That's you don't aim your script at the holes, and that's what they did every episode. So yeah, it gets a 2.
Yeah, it gets a 2 from me. Maybe like a 2.1 for having like one interesting lightsaber battle in it that I haven't watched yet.
To be fair, that's higher than I thought Max was going to give it.
No, I mean, like again, like there were some cool things, and you're right, the acting wasn't all terrible. I did hate Leia, but I guess I'm the only one. Yeah, 2.1. It's something to watch.
The fact that Leia ran away from Obi-Wan, even though he literally just broke her out of prison, made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
10-year-olds are weird.
But I give it.
She was a scared 10-year-old. I think any scared 10-year-old would do that in that moment.
Nah. No.
A stranger? Yeah, I think they would.
Okay, but
anyways, I give it a 3.
All right, let's see here.
I can go or Mike. Either way, I don't mind.
You go ahead, Justin.
I think I'm leaning towards a 3 as well. I think just to reiterate Max's point, we got to get away from this family, right? We got to do something different. Like Star Wars needs to be greater than the Skywalkers, the Obi-Wans, and
the Palpatines even.
Yeah, like we got to get away from like the 3 last names of Star Wars.
I did say this before we started the show, and I stand by it because they mentioned Obi-Wan's brother, and this is what I got to say. If Obi-Wan's brother ends up being Palpatine, I will quit everything Star Wars. I will burn it in a fireplace because we all know that Obi-Wan's brother is going to be somebody we've seen. Like that's how Star Wars works. And
He's like, no.
I swear to God, if they try to retcon Rise of Skywalker by making it a Kenobi and I'm done. But that hasn't happened.
I'm more for Darth Jar Jar than I am for that.
Darth
train, baby.
Darth.
I'm not getting on the train, but it would be better than that.
Did you hear that funny
I would rather be hit by the Darth Jar Jar train than the fucking Kenobi Palpatine train.
Does that just have a giant Jar Jar head on the front that just
Yes,
flaps around?
it absolutely does.
When they mentioned Kenobi's brother, I moaned. And I turned to Tony and I said, it better not be a fucking Palpatine. I swear to God.
When the Darth Jar Jar train hits somebody, it's like okie day, and it fucking just keeps going.
Lisa needs to check the caboose.
See, now you're making me want to just yearn for, like I said, something different. Give me a Jar Jar standalone series where he's regretting all his life decisions that put the Emperor in power.
I'll watch that.
I will watch
Yeah,
Jar Jar's Twilight years where he's just sitting miserable at home being like, what the Misa do?
Watching Kenobi, I like that idea, but there was also like a soldier, on the sidelines, an ex-stormtrooper who was homeless. I would like to see that story too. Like, what happened to these people once they made these decisions? Like, I know in canon, Jar Jar Binks is now like a circus clown. He gets spit on, all this other stuff. But I want to see that journey to where he got there. Yeah, in the canon books, he's homeless. He lives on the street.
He definitely gets punished for.
That is so dark.
Yeah,
so
he definitely gets
depressing.
punished for the things he did. Yeah.
Fuck Jar Jar.
I was hoping just for like a more mature, like elderly Jar Jar, just full of regret and remorse. And
Back on
Well, I'm sure he has that too.
Yeah,
It definitely
yeah.
makes sense and spit.
I do gotta say, I was really surprised that they didn't try to connect Grogu to this in some way, because
Oh.
everything else has connected to Grogu.
I was.
That's Obi-Wan's brother.
Yeah, just
I was
just
waiting on
continue
the shot of somebody like packing up baby Grogu from the Order 66. I was kind of looking for that.
I was waiting.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was waiting for him in the flashbacks for what's her name, for Reva, for the third sister, to be like, he's in the background there, like on her shoulder, like.
Yeah. Like, they could have done something like that, and I wouldn't have been mad at it. But also, it's like, yeah, like they gotta fucking shove baby Yoda and everything.
I want to see Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan.
That'd be sweet.
Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan. I
Nice.
mean,
It's possible, man. Keanu Reeves is in talks with Lucasfilm. And
hey, I'm just down for anything where nobody has ever heard of the name Skywalker. I like, no one knows whatever. Like, there's no such thing. I just want cool Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to see the Old Republic stuff. I can't wait for that to come.
That would be
to series.
amazing.
That could be a prequel.
I'm waiting on the Knights of the Old Republic remaster.
Be sweet.
That's
Oh, did you see that they're adding an ending to Knights of the Old Republic 2 to try and fix it?
all right. I did not see that.
I was like, I'm not going to buy that. I've already got it on the original Xbox, and it's like, oh, we got DLC to try to fix the ending. I was like, well, shit.
You got me again.
So, Mike, what's your rating? Maybe
3. It's down the middle. Like, it's the way it's been for all these Disney Plus shows. It's like, I don't have enough investment in these franchises that I care so much about inconsistencies in canon or characterization anymore. Like I said, there's some silly, cheesy stuff I enjoyed and some actual good concepts I thought were at play. But yeah, I'm like, it's fine. I'm sure the audience they're trying to target this for now will get something enjoyable out of it, certainly. But yeah, 3.
I do want to touch. I know most of us have only seen the first episode, but what's everybody's thoughts on Ms. Marvel so far?
It's fun.
I have not actually watched that. I've heard good things.
I was with it until episode 3. I think it can still be good, but episode 3, they decided to just ramp everything up, and it's like, and these people we just introduced are the villains. Go. I'm like, I was liking the tone of the first 2 episodes, and then 3, it felt like, oh crap, we got to speed this along because we only got 6 episodes.
That seems to be the big issue with the Disney Plus series, is they're too short.
Was episode 3 the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay. I really like that one, honestly.
I like the action and the spectacle going on there, but then I was also kind of like, I just met these new characters, and now we just sped along their whole. Maybe more will be revealed in time, certainly, but I just kind of felt like that was a bit of a rush, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's 6 episodes, so they gotta speed it along. So.
I would rather it do that than just give me 15-minute dramatic scenes like Obi-Wan did. So I'm super cool with like, hey, these guys are the bad guys now.
I'm gonna say, like, Miss Marvel, I haven't I've been consistently engaged with it, even if there isn't like a lot of action going on. Like, because the actress is really good. She's really good in the role. So.
Yes, we did screen share and have a pre-podcast. We should do that, a podcast.
we can make a campfire and do s'mores. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
It would be fun. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, I dig Miss Marvel. There's certain sequences where I feel a little bit like I'm watching, and I'm not talking quality, but Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with some of the way they screen change with like the graphics and so forth. I am really in on this series, and it feels different from the other Marvel stuff. The closest thing to Marvel, I would say it feels like, would be Spider-Man, but even then it's not a super, because the fandom, she's a fan of Captain Marvel. I mean, we know that from the comic books and so forth. So that aspect reminds me of Spider-Man. But no, I think it's a good story, and it may overthrow a Hawkeye as my favorite of these Disney Plus shows so far.
And all the name dropping makes sense for this show because of the fact that she is, coming from a fandom perspective. Like, she's a fan of superheroes. So I don't mind having Captain Marvel or Thor's name dropped all the time in here, and like they have Avenger Con, which I thought that was kind of fun, but it was just like, it makes sense. Yeah, this is what a fangirl's whole perspective would be on this world. So yeah,
I did like the moment in the first episode where the dad comes rushing in as Hawk.
Yeah,
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
that was fun. It reminded me of Amit's parents when we were younger. So much watching this show. Like, it was. I don't want to just compare them because they're from similar backgrounds, but like it did, and it took me back to that moment of our friendship and everything. And yeah, I love the parents in this show. 100%, especially the dad. He's like that dad who just wants to be cool. He tries a little hard. The mom's a little stricter, so he has to stick to her rules. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a great show. I love it.
I don't know how they remind you of Amit's parents. Amit's dad has said all of like 7 words to me in the 30 years.
Really? Amit's dad used to take us putt-putting. So he was a lot of fun. Just when he was around, he was a lot of fun.
I really dig this a lot. Like, I like what they do with the graphic arts. like in the first episodes, I like that they just kind of stop for a dance party in the wedding episode. It feels different. The characters are engaging. They all seem to have their own motivations and aren't purely driving the plot, which I've noticed a lot of these like the series, like even the Hawkeye one. Like, I really like that one, but it seemed a little. It's like
you have a lot of extra characters there just speeding along.
Yeah. Like my favorite example of this is like Mummy 2, if you remember that one, when it's just like, oh, kids got a thing now. We got to go here. Now we got to go there. Now we got to go here, and that's the whole movie. Like,
of Anubis.
I mean, this Ms. Marvel has characters that do things that their characters would do, and I like that a lot. So,
what about you guys?
I've only seen the first episode, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the Avenger Con. I enjoyed kind of just watching a teenager kind of be a fangirl, right? That was a lot of fun.
I did. When they went to Avenger Con, I got a little nervous because that's how the game starts too. I'm like, don't give us the exact same story from the game, please.
I haven't seen it yet, so I might have to start watching it.
Yeah, you should. I recommend it. Did anybody catch Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe?
I have not yet. I'm watching that tonight.
So you watched it, right?
It's Beavis and Butthead, man.
Yeah.
Like when they rebooted it a few years ago, I thought that was really funny. And this is super funny. Like, it starts funny. And then, so the plot of the show is there's like a thing that goes into a hole, and Beavis and Butthead spend like 18 hours playing with this. It's not a NASA thing. And the people are like, wow, they're really good at precision at getting that thing in the hole. Let's take it to space. So then Beavis and Butthead go to space, and it is everything you'd want. Like, after the week that the country's had, Beavis and Butthead, it's like when Jackass came out, where I was like, we need this right now. We need Beavis and Butthead right now. And I know that a lot of people are really digging the new Beavis and Butthead, so I can't wait. And I guess they got a new show coming out where they're going to be middle-aged guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're going to be doing YouTube videos instead of...
that can go very right or very wrong.
Yeah, we'll see.
For me, Mike Judge is brilliant. I like all of his stuff, and this is just more of Mike Judge just doing the parodies so well.
Again, like, I really want that to do well, but like my frame of reference on that is Clerks, the animated series. And I'm like, oh no.
I tried to watch it with Tony. I don't think Beavis and Butthead is his thing because he wasn't as into it. He's like, what's a Johnson? And I'm like, you guys don't use that anymore. I'm like, it's a penis.
What has happened to slang?
He's like, is this all they do is try to get laid? I'm like,
yes.
And fail miserably.
I want to hit the sluts.
Yeah, it's great. I recommend it to anybody out there that could just, enjoy laughing.
I plan on watching that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the wife has zero interest in Beavis and Butthead, so I'm gonna have to try to like watch that on my bathroom breaks at work or something.
Come over for a play date. We'll watch it together. Yay!
Yeah, like we're gonna have to do something. But I'm not against I'm not against Beavis and Butthead. I really love Beavis and Butthead to America. So if this is, along the same lines of that, like I'm 100% down.
You have no
I
idea.
never did watch the show back in the day with all the like music videos, but like I definitely enjoyed the movie. I don't know why that is.
That's a tangent. I think you get more people coming over if you don't call it a play date.
Well, we are giant man children, and it is a play date. So why?
This is true. Like I'm not fighting that at all.
I'm not one to call to call a chicken nugget a boneless wing. I don't need to church it up. I don't do pre-owned is used. Okay, like we don't need to dress it up. Like a play date is a play date, even if you're 39 years old.
Unless I'm selling on eBay, in which
it's gently used.
Which case it is pre-owned.
Ben, you want to talk about The Boys?
Yeah, the new episode of The Boys was really good. I don't know if you got anybody seeing the new season or not.
We're down season 3 or 4?
3.
Yeah, I watched the first season and I did not watch the second season at all. Because like they've gone like so far away from the comic book material, but I heard it was good.
Yeah,
it's really good. This new season is incredible. Lots of explosions, lots of gore.
They just cranked up The Boys to 11, right?
Yeah,
there's a bunch of like it just over the top. Like this one features an orgy. This episode.
Is it Herogasm?
Yeah. Herogasm.
Yeah. Like that's I believe that's issued volume 5 is Herogasm of The Boys if you're reading the comic book, and it's
It's wild.
it was pretty much the entire episode. So
we've talked about it, but I want to get your thoughts, Max. What did you think of Stranger Things?
I'm not all the way through the most recent season yet, but I'm digging it. I think I'm episode 3 or 4 where they like the girl gets killed. And then the other teenage journalist boy gets let off in the woods and killed. That's where that's the last thing I remember. That I'm scared. Like I watched that episode and I was like, wow, this is actually scary. Like I don't want to watch this anymore.
As a horror fan, a guy who watches horror, I agree. The scariness on this season was turned up to an 11 for sure.
So I hope
no, double entendre for 11. It just
I see what you did there. Yeah. But I was like, oh, okay, wow, you guys really fucking did it there. Like I am uncomfortable watching this. So and that's a sign of good horror is if it actually scares you. So I'm digging it, and we just gotta find time. It's like me, like because I'm watching it with the wife, so like we never have we have like an hour of free time to watch shows. And it's hard because like she has nightmares, so it's if it's an actually scary thing, like it can't be too late when we start to watch it, and it can't be like there's all these different little things that have to go into it. I'm like I never choose horror first, so she's like, well, can we watch it? Sure, but yeah, it's a lot of things. I'm digging it though. I think it is very well done. I am actually enjoying it.
I like the villain for this one, Vecna.
Yeah. He's fucking scary. I mean, like I dig the whole like D&D, the 80s D&D scare like stuff that they're doing. I really like that, like kind of play on it. When old dude was with the jocks, and they're like, it's that kid and his D&D, like Satanist, and he's trying. Lucas is trying to explain D&D to these jocks. Like I thought for half a second that he was gonna get them playing a game of D&D, and like that would have just been the greatest thing ever.
I remember that craze. The D&D is the devil, because I remember wanting to play it with my friends, and my mom's like, "You can't play that. That's Satan." Yeah. And then recently she bought me a D&D.
Fucking Fireball.
We can do an episode about that at some point. Yeah, I love the history of that shit.
I'd be down for that.
Has anybody watched Evil on Paramount?
No, but I heard it's good.
I started watching it a couple weeks ago, and I'm nowhere near like the current season. I'm like halfway through season 2. And I don't know what to think about it. Like some of the episodes are like X-Files, and I'm like, I'm completely down with that. some of the characters do like amazingly stupid things, and I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna tie into something later. But I will say that their version of there's this demon. I don't know if he's supposed to be Satan or not, but he keeps showing up in the main character's dreams and stuff. And I think he's supposed to be scary. He like they took the original concept of like a goat with horns and stuff on two legs, but he just looks so fluffy.
I remember it.
Little devil, you are.
There's this part in the dream sequence where he's threshing wheat, with a giant like scythe, and the only thing I could think of was they taught him to do the farm work.
I know the first season was on CBS, and then people were like, "Wow, this show's on CBS. Like, this is different." And then it got canceled. And then was it the second season it was picked up on?
I think so.
Okay, because I've been debating watching it because Michael Emerson is one of my favorite actors on TV.
Yeah. Okay.
People
Yeah,
are
I mean,
like,
it's
wow, this show's on CBS, and CBS is like, what the fuck?
We're the old people network. We have this. I started watching All Rise, which is a judge show. None of you guys would like it, but I've been watching All Rise, and I thought it was a WB or like maybe a BET show because of some of the topics that are addressed, and I found out it was on CBS. I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't fit. I mean, I guess the courtroom stuff fits CBS, but none of the like topics and the political stuff they're talking about is like CBS's audience.
This isn't my usual cream of wheat.
This isn't FBI.
Did somebody put raisins in my cream of wheat?
What is going on here? But no, so far, Evil's a cool show, and I like watching it.
I want to watch it. Then, if you give it a thumbs up, I'm going to check it out because it's got Michael Couture and Michael Emerson. And I think Michael Emerson's great.
My favorite character isn't the main two. It's the science geek one that like proves everything wrong. That dude is awesome because they're like, oh no, we got a ghost or a possession. And he's just like, oh, you got leaky drains over here that's making a weird sound. Here, I brought this hose and a computer in to show you.
Guys, I got one of my coworkers that can come on the show. He was the sound engineer for I think it's Rockapella group from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Cool.
I know they know. I'm like Mike's eyes. Yeah. I think it's fun to talk.
He looks like he's super thrilled.
Oh yeah,
right. Look at Mike's face. He's super happy.
We never talked to a sound engineer. That could be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's always cool to just talk to different people working on different areas of any kind of media. Is always interesting.
Last week we were supposed to have Chris Candy on to review the new Jurassic Park, so we're not going to get into that today. And Max was like, "Man, I'm going to be gone. I'm out of town. Shit." And then Chris Candy had something come up, and he's coming on next week, which I'm sure, Max, you're going to see Jurassic World next week.
Yeah, so the whole reason I haven't watched it is because we're waiting on my father-in-law he's coming into town, and we're going to watch it together. So he's coming on Saturday, and I'm like, we need to watch this movie on Saturday. Like, there's no, I don't care how jet lagged you are, I don't care.
We are cool.
It went down for the whole family.
Yeah, in case you guys missed that episode, Chris told us that Jurassic Park was the last movie he saw with his dad. So he's like, I'm going to come on and review it with you guys.
Well, yeah, he's a big Jurassic Park fan. And no, because he told us that this is like super fan shit. Like he
left the movie to go see it. Right?
Yeah, he left the movie to go watch the trailer for the movie. he was in it. Like, some movie was supposed to have the Jurassic Park trailer. The IMAX one was the only one that did. So he left the movie he was watching to go. He bought a ticket for the IMAX theater and went in to watch the trailer for a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah, he's living his best
I was like, dedication.
That's Meet Joe Black with Star Wars Episode 1. A lot of people bought tickets for Meet Joe Black, watched the Star Wars trailer, and left.
That's what I did for the Final Fantasy computer animated movie when the Spider-Man teaser with the Twin Towers still showing. I ducked out of AI. I think I was there with in high school. I ducked out of AI really quick to go watch the trailer for Spider-Man, then came back.
That's awesome. That is meant for all of you who have ever done that. Like, that is what's up.
I've joined Max in not watching a lot of trailers, but if you are into trailers, AMC does something really cool where if you have the membership, you can watch all the trailers you watched in a film. So if you go see a movie and you're like, I want that trailer's awesome, my friend's gonna like it. It actually has a link where you can watch all the trailers you saw. I thought that was cool.
Didn't you just
YouTube?
Yeah.
Now these days, it's just like, yeah, you can see them on YouTube, but it's also like I've seen these trailers like 50 times at this point.
Yeah.
I got the Doctor Strange multiverse trailer twice in my Everything Everywhere All at Once, or in the Northman.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I got it played twice in a row, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I've had 3 in a row for a movie. I can't remember the movie, but I remember trailer. It's why I got Hulu and why I paid for no commercials on Hulu, because this is different. This is a different rant, but they would show the same commercial 3 times every break, and I'm like, I'm fucking tired of this lady in her washing machine. Like, I don't care that this gets your clothes clean. Like, I'm done. I've seen this
Stuck in that washing machine
57 times.
For me, it was the lady with the hatchback that opens, when she puts her foot under it.
Yeah.
Every time I had that, and then I got like a 20-minute commercial on what to wear when you go to like Acapulco, and I was like,
that's important though. You're going to Acapulco soon.
Yeah, apparently I am. Not that I know this, but
I'm sure these are washing machine commercials, and that the lady wasn't stuck in the washing machine.
Oh my! It's not Hulu, it's Pornhub.
Like, oops, just making sure.
Man, this shirt is stuck in the back.
Oh no, what's going on?
Help me out, stepson. Emphasis, stepson.
It's fine. It's totally cool. It's not gross. That's
I
not
did want to ask, is anybody excited for the Jon Snow sequel from Game of Thrones? They just announced it like this week.
I am reserving judgment for anything Game of Thrones until I see it. After season 8, they've lost credibility with me, and they must regain it. Like it's we'll see how it goes. I'm not opposed to it, but
you guys at all interested in the prequel that's coming out like next month? I think
you know how I feel about prequels.
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch it because I have HBO in general. So
it'll get watched. It'll get criticized. That's
There you go.
I'm excited for Westworld tonight.
I haven't watched any of it.
I watched the first season. I like the first season.
I watched the first season. I didn't watch anything else past that.
Does it have Neil Brenner?
It lost me a little bit at the end of the 3rd season.
I like the 3rd season. The 2nd season was pretty much the 1st season again, if I remember correctly.
Well, everyone's trying to leave.
Yeah, and the 3rd season they're off. They're off the world. So we'll see where the 4th season goes. I don't know where else they can go.
Jurassic Park.
Everyone's gonna be a robot. Everyone's a Cylon. I mean, a replicant.
Or the prisoner.
Something we didn't talk about. I guess Indiana Jones 5 is John Williams' last film score, and it's possibly Harrison Ford's last movie as well.
Harrison Ford's like 90, right?
Yeah,
he needs to stop anyway.
But he's like 78. But it's fascinating to me that they're going out on this movie. I hope it's good. It's directed by Mangold, who did Logan.
Okay.
I have hopes because Lucas isn't involved, and I know that was one of Harrison Ford's caveats.
Oh man!
When he signed on to do Crystal Skull, he had signed on based on a Frank Darabont script. So he's like, "Okay, we're making this movie. I'm in." And then Lucas is like, "Burn the script," and then we're gonna do this. Here's Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf Tarzaning through the trees.
Yeah, that's great, and that's not even the dumbest part.
Oh yeah, they did set up a nuclear bomb with Harrison Ford in a fridge before that.
I would argue
they had already nuked the fridge.
There's something fitting about John Williams going out with Indiana Jones or Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even if it was a Jaws sequel, like that would be fitting. Like it seems like a nice little cap.
Jaws?
Williams has given us so many like awesome film scores. Like I can't really think of anything that he's done that wasn't good.
He's great.
No, if anything, like the John Williams score is kind of like a cliche now. Just because, all right, you want high quality fucking orchestra, get John Williams, and we'll get out of here.
There's a handful of guys that can score a film that like laymen know, and he's one of them. Hooray!
So yeah, I mean, good luck in your retirement. You earned it. Fucking
going on your terms too. Like congratulations.
Has anyone else seen Buzz Lightyear?
Yes.
No.
That's all. Yeah.
I thought it was all right. I'm like reading a lot of hate for it.
I
and-
don't
yeah,
understand the hate.
that's
I don't
because
understand.
it's all political bullshit.
It's got lesbian kiss. It's why everybody's
Oh,
all
my.
in arms. Like, who fucking cares?
It's like the last movie. It was like gently about maybe a period,
And I know
or not.
I know there was
Who knows?
there was
I
one
like that one.
one actor that was all been out of shape that Tim Allen wasn't like voiced as cast as Buzz.
It was Everybody Loves Raymond's wife.
Okay, yeah. So like
Patricia
one,
Heaton.
Yeah.
there's a reason Tim Allen wasn't cast, and two, Tim Allen's playing the Santa Claus. He's doing
Yeah,
fine. Leave him alone.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine, guys. Like,
Like what I liked about them not getting Tim Allen to voice the Buzz Lightyear was when you buy a toy,
It's up
it's
there.
not the
Yeah.
same voice.
Yeah.
It's rarely ever sounds the same as whoever is doing the thing that they made the toy off of. So it made perfect sense to me that like you'd buy a toy and it had one voice, and you watch the movie and it's somebody else entirely. Like I don't think it's a slight or a
Depending
snub.
on the old toy is, it sounds like a demon.
Oh yeah, that's true. the thing that I like about not having Tim Allen there is it's 100% less Tim Allen. So it's,
Honestly, Buzz Lightyear and Tim Allen don't go hand in hand with me. Like anyone could do that role for me. I don't care. The only role I've ever liked Tim Allen in is whatever his name is in Galaxy Quest. That's the only time I've ever liked Tim Allen. So
I'm a
That's
Tim Allen.
perfectly
I'm a
acceptable.
Tim Allen fan.
I was a
minus the
Home
new show.
Improvement fan. I did like Tim Allen in Home Improvement, but it's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I really enjoyed Buzz Lightyear. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. When I saw the fucking trailer with that stupid robot cat in it, I was like, "Oh, here we fucking go." And
I want the cat. I want a copy of the cat.
stupid.
yeah, oh yeah. Like when you see the movie, the cat's fucking awesome. I'm down.
And
The biggest part that I thought was going to be the stupidest, most ridiculous movie ruining part of the movie was actually funny and genuine and made it worth it was added a lot to the movie. So I was like, all right, here we fucking go. Like this is not a bad thing, and I'm having fun here. And yeah, I was just like I've been reading a lot of hate, and obviously it didn't do that well at the box office. So I was like, I guess people didn't understand that this was the Buzz Lightyear movie that the kid watched that made him want to buy the toy. Even though that's exactly what they say at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
the whole Toy Story universe thing is just played out. Like I didn't even watch Toy Story 4. I
haven't seen it.
you're missing a good movie.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 is really good.
I don't care.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep. Still haven't managed to watch it.
We learn about growing up and growing old and moving on. I get it.
Yeah.
I think 4 is my favorite of the Toy Story movies, just because I could relate to it the most. Because it's about somebody whose kids are moving on without them.
Which one has the the toy mafia in that?
That's
That's
3.
3.
Where it's got
That's my favorite.
That's a good. That's a good one. But no, I like Lightyear too. And when I left the theater, I saw all the people bitching about what Dan said, the lesbian kiss, and I didn't freaking notice it. Like to me, as a healthy couple kissing each other, like if kids can't see a healthy couple, then what are we doing here, folks? Like seriously, what are we doing?
Sir, it's a couple of the devil.
And I do want to say, that
Satan.
He's on the last show I talked about.
I'm glad Disney didn't change it. Like they could have changed it after week 1. It would have been easy, but they left it in. That's one of the reasons it was not doing so well in the box office, because a lot of parents demanded refunds as soon as they saw the kids, because God forbid your kids see a healthy relationship, because we're not in one, so why should they see one? Like,
right. Like I don't understand this. My parents didn't do that. Like,
There's no affection in this
I'm
household.
12 times divorced. How dare they?
So I big ups to I enjoyed the movie. It's probably like a 3 out of 5. Like it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it definitely wasn't the worst. And I liked
I'd say 3.0.
I liked the time slippage thing that they did, and they came very close to making it a time travel movie, which I also hate. But they didn't. So
They didn't. I like that too. I like it too. Buzz is like, no, we're gonna live in this. Like, this is our reality. This is where we are. This is, I have friends here. Like, we're not. And did you at all think yeah, kind of. Did you all think Max? Did you when you heard the villain for like a brief second? Did you think it was Adam West? Because he sounded a lot like Adam West.
No, I did not think Adam West. Adam West is dead.
I know he's dead. The voice kept messing with me throughout the show because I'm like, God, he sounds like
Leia-faced Adam West's voice into the thing.
He faked Adam West.
It sounded like him, man.
Like not every old guy sounds like Adam West, Jason.
Oh, they
do.
don't?
They all do. Adam West or Clint Eastwood.
They have something to live for, man.
Yeah, but no, it's good. I really, again, I was pleasantly surprised at that Buzz Lightyear, and I need to get that onto the internet just so at least there's some other point of view.
When the movie was over, I went to Max and I'm like, see, this is why the three geeks put Taika Waititi in everything because he is fantastic.
Yeah.
If he wasn't good at everything, then we wouldn't call for him for everything.
Yeah, I can't wait for Our Flag Means Death season 2.
Oh my God, I love that show.
It's so good.
Show. Yeah, it is just spectacular.
Oh, it was James Brolin as the bad guy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's got old guy voice. Okay. Speaking of James Brolin, have you seen the show called Outer Range?
First couple episodes. I've liked it so far.
It is good. It's trippy. It's a fucking weird show. If you're down for like a weird ride, watch Outer Range. It's on Prime.
It sounds like you're calling my name there.
Dan, yeah, no.
You want weird things? Yeah.
Don't watch it, Dan. You're gonna like it, and then it'll get canceled. So don't watch it. You're not allowed to watch it.
Oh no!
Wait till it's renewed, Dan. Wait till it's renewed.
Hey,
wait until it's over.
That's true, Max.
Every one of you, and it still got renewed.
The curse might be over.
Hey.
See, I feel like you're just gonna bring it down to like double on something right now. The curse is just building up steam in the back.
HBO Max is dead in the water now.
Yeah, like that's what's gonna happen.
Well, like, damn, why
cancel all of HBO and Disney Plus.
It's like, damn, why couldn't you have been a fan of the CW a long time ago?
Actually,
it's a whole flashpoint.
I was a fan of the CW a long time ago when they had like Buffy and stuff, and now I'm no longer a fan.
He was a fan when it was the WB.
Oh, that's true.
And then you welcome back to WB.
Yeah. I know. We all saw a Chappelle Show sketch. Max. Anyone watch Crimes of the Future?
No.
Or am I still the only one?
Yeah, still the only one. What's on?
Is it good though?
Yes, it's good.
What's it on?
You need to understand that I usually just wait for something to be streaming because I'm lazy. Okay.
And delivery was so good.
I got Emily on board to go see it, so I think her and I are going to find a showing and go see it. She's never seen Cronenberg, and we are going to just go into it blind because I don't know anything about this movie. I just know that Cronenberg directed it.
And Jason wanted to make a play date for me to go see it, but I apparently just got dumped.
So you can go with us.
I'm just gonna wait till it's on streaming.
Yeah, third wheel it. That's totally fine. Everyone loves being the third wheel.
Oh yeah, it's great.
No, we don't do the PDA thing. You're gonna love it.
Just watch her slowly go into like horror.
I am extremely anti Cronenberg, so I don't know that I'm gonna watch that one.
I was gonna kidnap you and drive you to the theater and make you watch like all Cronenbergs.
We're gonna see Buzz Lightyear again.
Clockwork Orange it there.
Stan and I are gonna rent a theater. We're gonna have the theater show that it's Lightyear playing. And then we're gonna bring you.
I've already seen Lightyear. I don't need to go see it again.
Yeah, we'll find something you want to see. We'll take you in, and then we'll even get the credits for Lightyear or whatever it is we take. And then suddenly it's Cronenberg.
Is this going to be a super cut of all the nasty things too? It's not even going to make sense.
You're going to sit down. All these chains are going to come out of the seat and tie you down.
All right, so have you guys noticed in movies lately, like they're having the actors come on and like thank everybody for coming out to the theater? Mm-hmm. Does anyone else hate that as much as I do?
Yes.
It's so insincere, but
thank you for the millions of dollars.
It's like
your expensive popcorn.
Did you guys see that Top Gun's about to cross $1 billion?
Yeah.
Like,
Top Gun is great.
Who would have expected that? Like,
Top Gun 2, Toppest Gunnest is probably the most fun movie of the summer so far.
Yeah, Tom Cruise has never reached $1 billion.
I'm sure the Mission Impossible movies have gotten close.
They've gotten close, but this is his highest grossing
yeah,
film
yeah,
of all
okay.
time.
3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, Tom
Deal
Cruise
with
movies
Devil's
generally.
Or
Yeah.
Xeno, whatever he calls them.
This is fun.
I got invited to join the Illuminati yesterday.
Yeah,
We saw that.
Yeah, we
That's
saw.
great.
Yeah. Oh, to go back to the whole, thanking you for going to the theater. Does anybody remember like probably like 8 years ago or so, like on the Academy Awards, they made this big thing of how like somebody, and I forget who it was, but one of the like big time actor guys like came out and he was like, we do these movies for you to watch them in the theater on the big screen with the sound, not to watch them at home theaters at home
And on your phone.
Wasn't that Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
Was it Scorsese?
It was Scorsese,
Yeah.
Spielberg, Nolan. They all said it. They all
So,
had their run, and it like
I view that as like them inviting me somewhere and then expecting me to pay for my own way. Like if you want me to go see your movie because you're so proud of your movie, send me a check or something. Like ticket and the popcorn, and I'll gladly go see it. Like,
Yeah, like we went and watched Warcraft because they gave us free tickets.
See? And that was Warcraft.
Yeah, Ben, you went to that one, didn't you? That movie was fucking awful, but we saw it for free. We had a blast.
Yeah, it was
I was
great.
there.
Yeah.
The studio execs were like beside us, and they left.
Oh god, yeah, we were fucking talking mad shit about this movie, just like out loud, not giving a fuck. It's like this is a free showing. Like,
So was everybody else.
it was the weirdest review I had ever been a part of. I hadn't seen it, but it was Max, Rondell, and Dan. And like the review was positive, but everything they were saying it all positively, negatively. Like it was the most positive, negative review I've ever been a part of. Like they were having a blast.
Why do
It
you
was
think
so
I
much
love bad
fun.
movies?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Again, like just to your point, like obviously, like even if your movie sucks,
Yeah.
send out free tickets, and that gets
Yeah, and then we'll talk about why it sucked and still give it a good review.
4 out of 5 for being free.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 because it was
free
periodically
gets
fun.
you 2 stars at least.
Oh,
my
man.
God. We've talked about everything.
I saw Pig.
Oh,
I love Pig. Pig's so good.
I have not
It is-
seen it yet, but I've heard
Oh,
great
dude,
things.
it's because like it's this weird like sort of it could go John Wick situation, and it goes like this whole drama thing. Like it is a really well done movie. I like all the characters in the movie, and like even the kid who's like he drives a Camaro and he has like this bright yellow Camaro and he's kind of a douchebag, and like you expect to hate him the whole movie, and like even that guy like brings you around, and it is very well done. It's not anything I expected, and
Welcome, Max.
Yeah, that's been good.
Welcome to Liking Pig.
yeah, it was great. I'm sad that I had to. I'm sad that I chose to watch it on a fucking like 7.5-inch airplane screen. But I chose the 10-hour flight to catch up on some movies that had been put on the back burner. And Pig was the first one I was excited to watch, and then I watched Uncharted, which is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push that out of my memory.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No. I'm actively trying to forget that movie.
Did you watch it?
Dude.
I-
It's like the whole movie,
When I
the whole
saw
movie,
Max
I
at his
think-
house, he said it. He didn't say the word terrible. He used the word, whatever. But
Inane.
I was trying to gauge it because I like those kind of movies. So I was like, Max, is it like National Treasure bad, or? And then he said it's like National Treasure. So
it's worse.
I like National
You're gonna
Treasure.
love it.
You fucking would like National Treasure. It was.
It's in the Liberty Bell.
Pretty bad.
No, it's worse than National Treasure because it's got Mark Wahlberg in it, so it can't
Mark
be
Wahlberg.
it can't be better than that.
This
but,
cast long-running hatred for Mark Wahlberg.
I don't think I actually share this hatred.
I don't either. It's
that's
Max.
fine. Again, like Max's views are Max's alone and do not describe the Three Geeks podcast. Fucking
What they kind
this
of
movie
do.
is bad. I think Tom Holland paid for this movie so that he can say shit a bunch of times and let people think that he's 21. Like it's not like the whole movie to me is Tom Holland saying, "I'm not 15." That's it. Even though he looks like he's fucking 15. Like it's just
fair enough.
It's not good. It's that thing like you're saying with the Mummy 2. It's like, oh, the kid's got a fucking thing on his arm. Let's go do this and that and this. Like, yeah, that's parkour. Also, there's parkour in there.
Adventure movies.
Reactive script. There you go.
Because that's pretty much describes National Treasure and Da Vinci Code movies. So I would say
I hate
adventure
Da
movies.
Vinci
Don't
Code
get
is
me started.
That's the one you compared to. You were like, is it National Treasure bad or Da Vinci Code bad? Those are my options. And I said yes.
You said it was better than Da Vinci. Da Vinci Code's awful.
If you keep saying that, I'm going to have to go on a rant about Dan Brown. Okay,
Has the Dan Brown era stuff? Has the Dan Brown era aged poorly? I think it has.
Yes, Dan Brown.
Dan Brown was fucking stupid when it first came out because everybody is like, "Oh, read this great book that's written on a third grade level about these things that have been concepts before that I was too fucking stupid to understand until it was in this book."
I read it way back in the day, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
Angels and Demons was great.
Was it?
His eyes had dagger.
Even I hate that movie. It was one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
Read a real book, people. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay?
Tom Hanks' hair is the real star.
Yes, it is. And then when they made the movie, they made it even worse than the book somehow. I don't understand how this happened.
Yeah, because you would expect more. You'd expect more from Ron Howard and Tom Hanks.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the whole movie had to be about Tom Hanks's character.
Paul Bettany does play a very convincing albino.
Yeah. Fair.
Yes. I did buy the fact that he was an albino.
He is a scary ass albino.
Well, folks, we've said it all. We got to go record Freddy Geeks now, and yes, Freddy Geeks is coming back, and
Woohoo!
we are going to be in Monroe Con. I got our first giveaway prize. It is, did I bring it? No, it is a lightsaber light for your room. So it's like Kylo Ren's lightsaber lights up. It's for the geek room. So
that's cool.
That's our first giveaway for that show.
This may
I might have a bunch of extra stuff for giveaways. I was thinking we should do a raffle or something this year.
That'd be fun.
Ooh, that'd be fun. And we're gonna bring back video games at our table somehow, some form.
Just a video game. First one. First.
No, he said video games plural, so it's
Yeah,
it's gonna be more than just
you
Mario
gotta have
Kart.
at least Mario Kart, and I'll happily do Street Fighter if anybody wants.
I should challenge somebody to Mega Man 2 because I can beat every level in that game. So it'd be like you beat a level, and we keep going until one of us loses a level, and then you get your prize.
So you like speedrunning Mega Man is going to be. I'm down. We'll put it on.
Yeah, that's all I got, Max. Every other video game.
I'm not.
We'll just settle up so everybody can whine about the Turtles game.
Hey,
We all love the Turtles game.
I know.
Oh yeah, how'd that go last night?
We're gonna do it next Saturday in the evening.
Oh, okay, it got postponed. Okay, maybe I can play.
Hey, does one of us have a PC with Game Pass on it?
I do.
if you have Game Pass,
I do.
you get it, right?
Yeah, I mean that runs.
I mean, I'm not sure it's very
I do.
great, but
I actually I got my like little gaming laptop, and Turtles was the first game I downloaded, but I didn't have a controller, so I'm trying to figure out the fucking like keyboard functions.
Yeah,
like
WASD and
yeah,
trying to find the right button.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look so far. But,
Awesome. Looks like Max will be hosting us, so everybody can look forward to that next week.
But I have purchased a controller since then, so I can play Turtles.
Okay.
All right, everybody. You guys have a great day. Be safe out there. Mind your own business. Who cares what other people are doing? Like that's the big takeaway from this week. Is just live your life and let other people live their lives. Stop trying to control
everybody
people.
else is
No,
living.
I'm very vested in what Johnny Depp has got going on right now.
Yes, see?
I'm not talking
She
about that.
pooped in his bed.
Yeah. Or it was the dog. Who knows?
I mean, who poops a bed? Come on.
Gotta get forensic scientists to come over and figure out what kind of fecal matter it is.
You can't do that, man.
Mike, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying we moved past the depth trash fire. It's like there's bigger
Yeah,
issues.
thankfully
My
that's
news scroll hasn't.
Yeah, my Facebook feed has not either. But
We're almost there. We're at the end. It's still in the zeitgeist, but we're coming to the end. Soon it will be over.
I'm going to say it one more time. We don't get political on the show, but I do want to say that everybody would be a lot happier if you just minded your own business and let people live their lives. If people want to do what they want to do to themselves and be with who they want to be, again, healthy relationships are not a bad thing. Stop pushing that they are. And I want everybody out there to have a great day.
Cycle your droids.
Jeez.